Andor episode 7 is now out for you guys to go and check out. I have just watched it. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on the newest episode of Andor. But let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of the newest episode of Andor? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down in the comment section below. Smash that like button for me and click subscribe as well so you don't miss another video. And without further ado, let's get into this review of episode 7 of Andor right now. Okay, so episode 7 is now done and dusted. Look, we are just past the halfway point now. The first half of this show has just been absolutely exquisitely great. I have loved this show so much. I think it is just the Star Wars we have been crying out for, and we are finally getting it. Episode 7 takes place directly after last week's episode. So we are now in the aftermath of the whole event that occurred last episode, the big heist with the payroll. Now, it is interesting to see what happens and what is developed in this episode, because things happen that I never thought I would ever see in a Star Wars movie, Star Wars show, or anything to do with Star Wars. I don't think I would have ever seen this side of it, but I am so grateful that we are seeing it. As the aftermath has occurred, we see broadcasts being put out by the Empire discussing what has just happened, the whole event with the payroll being stolen, and that they're not going to stand for it, that they're going to bring these people to justice. It's really, really cool to see the Empire do this. And what I absolutely love as well is the reaction we are getting. We have seen things happen where in like Empire, New Hope, Return, we've seen in movies like that, the Empire strike back. No pun intended. But the Empire strike back with brute force, with military precision, with we're going to crush these rebels. But what we haven't seen is them sitting in a room talking about the situation and coming up with a way how they are going to deal with it. And in this episode, we got that. I mean, it was riveting. Absolutely riveting the whole entire time. I really enjoy this aspect of Star Wars that I never, ever thought I would ever see. The behind the scenes stuff. There's so many great moments, so many character moments. We have old mate, who was part of the security guard stuff in the first few episodes. He's back in this episode, and we get some more development with him as well. He's getting another job. His aim and his goal is to clear his name and get back in there and bring justice to people. That's ultimately what this guy was doing. He's not a bad person. He just wants to do the right thing. And in his eyes, it's the right thing. So we got some more stuff with him. We got some stuff with Mon Mothma as well. And I tell you what, we may not have got that whole dinner scene that we never got, that we was teased in there. But I tell you what, we got something very similar to it. There's like a little gathering at her place. And I tell you what, that was so riveting. We have never seen anything like this. And we're seeing her interact with an old friend. And that whole conversation she has with him is absolutely fantastic. This is the mature Star Wars I have been waiting for and wanting to see so long. I don't need... Like, granted, I absolutely love lightsabers. I love the Force. I love the Sith. I love the Jedi. And that, to me, is Star Wars, and I love all that stuff. I love seeing them fight each other. I love to see good versus evil. That stuff is awesome. But what I also have always wanted to see is a diversity in Star Wars storytelling. And we are getting that right here. I don't need big action sequences. I don't need that. Give me two people in a room having a conversation that is riveting. That is what I'm after, and that's what this show is giving me. And that scene alone is absolutely fantastic. And you really see her, she is moving her chess pieces very, very carefully without giving off any red flags. And I love that aspect. That to me is what is making this show so entertaining and so locked on all the time, is these little conversations like this where people are moving pieces, trying not to get caught. Absolutely loved it. I thought it was incredible. We now have seen that the guy that did hire Andor, he has sent his assistant to meet up with the chick that was the leader of the little rebellion group that did the heist, and basically wants her to find Andor and kill him, realistically, because he's a loose end. And I'm like, wow, okay, so now we know where this storyline. So everyone is after Andor. The Empire's after him. These people are after him. He's in a bit of a world of trouble now, but again, Andor just continues to just become a fantastic character in my eyes. We get more backstory to him in this episode. The relationship he has with the elderly lady who picked him up from the planet and saved him. Him trying to get her to leave the planet knowing that he can't be there. And it's riveting. It's freaking awesome. It's so good. And I love it. Absolutely love it. It's so freaking incredible. The scene where we're at Coruscant with the Empire and they're in there, and you have the dark fella and you have the woman who are at ends with each other. Like, these two have been going at it for so long, and that whole stuff where they're calling each other out was absolutely fantastic. It's so good. It just shows you that the Empire is no different to anything else. Like, yes, it's an organization that is a dictatorship, but people still there are still doing what people do in the real world, like trying to one up each other and climb that chain of command. And I love that about it. It just feels so realistic. It feels so relatable, and it's absolutely fantastic. And now, this second half, I'm really excited for, and we got to see a whole new planet. We got to see this gorgeous planet, and it looked absolutely fantastic. The beachfront, oh, it looks fantastic. And Andor gets arrested there for basically doing nothing. So is this where he meets the robot that he has in Rogue One? Is this where he's going to meet that robot? I'm intrigued to see where this storyline's going. Who's going to break him out? What's going to happen? It's just awesome. I am so intrigued. But again, it's this going to different planets that we have never seen. Exploring and expanding the universe of Star Wars is what I've been asking for so long. Telling stories that aren't connected with Skywalkers or anything like that. Loving it. This is, again, every week I say this is the best looking Disney Plus show. It is absolutely gorgeous. It looks real. I believe it's an actual place. I believe it could exist in the real world. That's how good it is, and I'm absolutely loving it. Characters are on point again. We are getting some great narrative. The dialogue is absolutely exquisite. I am loving Andor. A show that I never thought I would love, and episode 7 again is just absolutely fantastic. I have no problems with it. I'm intrigued, interested. I'm all in, and I cannot wait for episode 8 and can continue the second half of the season where we're going. Hopefully we get a season 2 as well, and I hope it sticks the landing. So let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of episode 7? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace out.